Hello boys and girls, my name is Nikki, new Heroes of the Storm PTR patch just dropped, January 6th. I already went through everything and I'm gonna give you as fast as possible all the most important bits. General update home screen and starting music. But the most important thing here, especially for the casual players, Bro mode has been added back. So you remember those special things you were getting back in the day, like what was Bro? Lightning Storm only, bro. Some of the other maps, like, I think like Braxis, Outpost. I think like the single player thing as well. I think that might be coming back as well. So it's gonna be on the rotation. Pay attention to that if you wanna play that mode. Balance update now. Meat and potatoes of the update, boys. Here, Uriel, Searing like no longer damages anything else besides heroes. This is very good because I don't know if some of you guys played Soul Lane Uriel, but this is a great talent to Soul Lane with. So now I don't think you can be able to do that without Searing Light talent anymore. Yeah, we're gonna be a lot harder. It was a very cool specific thing you could do, but no longer. Level 7 Energized Court. This is the talent that increases your energy generation from auto attacking. Is the red talent, and now you get an extra auto attack range, so it makes it much more enjoyable to use now. Level 16 Resort or Hope is gonna get a little bit of a nerf. Quite a lot of a nerf, but I think that's fair because this could scale pretty heavy, especially if you get like 10 stacks. Then you start slapping like big heal, like 1 to 2,000 heal is pretty annoying to deal with it if it gets out of control. So I think this is a fair nerf and a little bit buff on another talent on the level 16 sword, the Wrath of Heaven. This is the... don't read this, okay, it's a little bit confusing, just read this part. Spell power increased by another 5% on the head target, and when once you stun someone, you reduce their armor from 10 to 20. Which is pretty solid. I mean, 20 minus armor on a successful stun, that makes someone very nice and bursty. So I think those are very good changes for Uriel overall. Even though this talent, I mean, you have other level 1 talents that you could check, which are probably not very enjoyable. I mean, they should have buffed the level 1 Q talent on Uriel, man. It's so hard to stack 25 stacks on Q. I've tried it. I think it was 25 or 30. It's very rough. Alright, next hero, Chromie. Time Walker's Pursuit, level 1 talent got buffed by 5%. That's the level talent that gives you vision. That's fair. Level 7 Mobile Swoop talent. That's the W talent. Which is the quest now. Has less Swow, which is absolutely fair. The Swow is pretty nutty. And level 20 here. Insane buff on the Swowing Sand upgrade, Unraveling. Lingering Swowing Sand no longer consumes energy. So we're gonna have less mana problems. And now also increases Swowing Sand cast range by 50, so you can put it from a safer distance away. This is excellent buff. This level 20 upgrade Swowing Sand is super underrated, by the way. It's the one that reduces armor by 50 and someone stays inside in like 2-3 seconds. If you get someone CC and reduce armor by 50, they're done. And they just melt. Next up, we're getting some Johanna nerfs. Quite appreciate, actually. Johanna has been a very menacing top damage tank for no reason. Shield glare mana cost increased by 10 on the E. Fantastic. Also, the damage has been reduced by 5 on the Zeus glare talent, which makes you double glare. Double E. I think it was, yeah, I don't remember. Doesn't matter. Divine Fortress talent starting value increased by 5%. This is the quest greed talent that gives you a maximum HP that you lose HP if you die. Gambit. I think that's cool. You know, 20% HP is actually not bad. But, you know, people just don't take it because this just gives so much damage and then health sustain with the level 16 talent. Which also, by the way, got nerfed. Oops. A little bit on the HP. So that's a very good Johanna changes. Level 7 Steed Charge, duration increased by 1. I personally never play with this talent, but when I've seen someone play with this talent, it's also always fun to see, man. They're just going around with this horse. It's so cool. The renewal talent. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm talking out of my ass. This is not the damage reduction. I thought this was the heal. No. The heal Holy Renewal for the blind Cooldown reduction got reduced by 0.5 here. This is a nerf to Blessed Hammer. The Spinny Hammer talent level 13. I mean, this is a good talent, honestly. Did it need a nerf? I guess that's fine. Johanna doing all the damage. This is a little bit of a mistyped. It's not a level 20 talent. Shrieking Vacuum. It's a level 16 talent that no one takes. It is that talent which, you know, on your ability to pull heroes, it actually, when you pull, you give someone a damage reduction and a swole. The damage reduction was increased by 5, which I think that's meaningless. Maybe put it like 40 or something, 35, 40. Duration increased by 1 second, that's pretty substantial, and swole increased from 25 to 30. I don't think this talent is still gonna see play, man. Maybe if you're trying to peel and they're playing like an all-in team or something, trying to burst your backline, I don't know. You Johanna players can tell me if this is worth it or not. But before we move to Tracer, if we're gonna be nerfing top DPS tanks, where is the Diablo nerf, guys? Diablo nerf, 75 spell armor, untouched. W build, outrageous heal sustain that does insane damage with lightning breath. Top damage Diablo tank every game, man. I just had to get out of this system. Alright, Tracer. Let's not spoil the ZUL'JIN changes. Tracer got a little bit of a nerf plus buff. They nerfed the broken talents on Tracer, the go-to talents, which is a pull generator, got nerfed by 6%, the level 4 talent, which gives you heal when you recall. Not when you recall, when you put a bomb. And Jumper talent got nerfed, which is also the go-to talent. Cooldown, refresh reduced by 50% and shield reduced by 0.5. This is the better thing that they nerf. Cooldown, refresh reduced. Like, Tracers are just so mobile with this talent. Having like up to 4 to 5 blinks in a Wong chase, it's disgusting. I'm glad they nerfed this one. What they did buff is the health regen go up talent by 5%. You know, I've personally played this talent, especially in Aram. It's pretty good. And now extra 5%, that's very nice, man. I'm pretty happy about this. I think people are actually gonna start playing it, especially on the maps like Tomb of the Spark Queen or Volskaya. I think this talent might be worth it. You should give it a shot. ZUL'JIN nerf has finally arrived, boys. There it is. It's gonna be a big nerf. First, they're gonna buff his basic default damage, which is absolutely fine considering what they did here. Bonus from quest completion reduced from 1 to 0.25. So I had to read this. Quest means that every 5 auto attacks you won't get 1 auto attack damage. Every 5 attacks, 1 damage. Before, now, 5 auto attacks, 0.25. A quarter. So stacking with ZUL'JIN now is gonna be a lot harder. It's gonna have a lot harder time to scale, which is absolutely fine. I think ZUL'JIN is way too strong early game, especially if you go the Recklessness talent, which they also nerfed a little bit on the auto attack damage by 5%. Like you get super quick the stacks from this talent up to the like 150. You get the double twin cleave, and you're pretty much done. Yeah, you're a Gucci. You're still gonna get that, but you're not gonna have this big of a auto attack swing. Though, this is how much auto attack they gave? 25. Like 25 to begin with means that you start actually with a little early auto attack as well. So I think it's gonna balance out. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna balance out actually. And the late game scale is gonna be just a lot slower. Like I think this is good change though. I think this is good change because sometimes ZUL'JIN feels like pretty hard to play against if he gets out of control. Guillotine got a much necessary buff of 10-second cooldown improvement and 10 mana, which is absolutely fine. Tazdingo got nerfed 10 seconds, 5 mana. This is absolutely fine. I don't know if Tazdingo need nerf though. I think Tazdingo is already a ult that had a lot of cooldown and can get countered by like stuns, blinds, silence sometimes as well. So I don't feel like this necessarily needed a nerf. I think buff on Guillotine itself, it was just fine. And a little bit nerf level 16, let the killing begin, which gives you auto attack speed if you killed someone or killed minions and stacked it up. Now the window to keep this window has been reduced dramatically by 1 second, which is gonna be a lot harder to keep your auto attack speed up. In level 20 Buzzsaw Guillotine upgrade, kill window reduced from 1.5 to 0.5. Kill window, what does that mean? Kill window for Buzzsaw. I don't know. I don't know what that means, because you just get the level 20 is just, you get a reset and it gets your HP back if you get a execution kill. So I don't know what it means. Kill window here. Maybe they copy pasted something by mistake. We shall see what when it comes to life. But those are all the balance changes, which are quite a lot. I mean, we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heroes. 5 heroes. They could have been a bit more, but I'm happy, man. 5 heroes. Let's get bug fixes. I'm not gonna go through all of them because a lot of them are the same, but you should pay attention on this one. Updated the King and ramping SWO to scale their speed with CC reduction effects. So here is one example. Alexstrasza flame buffet, her SWO E. Her SWO would be instantly removed with reduced duration of being SWO effects. So now it's not gonna get instantly removed from reduced effects. It's gonna be more gradually removed. That is what is being fixed here. Another big fix: experience globe can now pass through gates. So if you're trying to get experience globes and you're behind the gate, they're not getting to you, but now they can. Fix the issue related to root visual effects. I've had no problems with that, so I don't know. Now some other small bug fixes beside the ones about the SWO, which are a lot below on all the heroes. I saw something here fixing an issue with, let's say, face shift, Brightwing, Z, store icon. I don't know what that means. You mean icon in the store? Like storing the icon of the ability? I don't know what is that. Someone more intellectual need to explain me that. But another cool change here, level 13 Asmodan chain of command fixed an issue that caused chain of command to not apply demonic evasion's explosion damage. So demonic evasion level 10 explodes the Leo minion exploding. Boof. If you have chain of command talent and you have a general next to them, they're gonna explode for the extra, I think it was 25% damage, which is pretty nice. A little bit of hidden Asmodan buff from being bugged. Another quick things here that I thought were pretty cool. Fixing an issue that caused Stormheart and Fire Spirits to not contest points. Now they can contest points, like on Braxis, let's say. And fixing an issue that caused Cho'Gao to contest points while Cho was on stasis. Now he won't be able to contest points. So if you think you're gonna go on Braxis and you're gonna crystal yourself on the boss and cap it, it's not gonna work anymore. DMD. Everything else is pretty much SWO targets fixed. There's some like Karazin fixing issue that cause air ally heal to be visible in the fog of war, so you were getting unintentional visibility in the darkness. That was fixed. That's pretty much it. I think there was something about Maev and Samuro about like some small stuff, but I don't think it was anything too important to go through. That's pretty much the entire patch, guys. I tried to go as fast as possible to explain to you and to not waste your time, so thank you for watching. Until next time, stay righteous.